Well, it is 8:18 on March 26, 2022, and welcome to the Town of Sherborn Select Board meeting. This is simply a to service to call the Select Board to order and to discuss any residual items we have before the advisory meeting. And we'll also stay in order through the advisory hearing as well. It will be a different Zoom call and has a different link as posted on the town's website. But nonetheless, for all intents and purposes, it'll be the continuation of this meeting that we're calling to order now. All right, everyone has their agenda. I guess, Diane, could you please read the agenda?
Yeah, I have that after reading the agenda, the board can vote to approve or amend the agenda and add topics not reasonably anticipated by the chair 48 hours in advance. The item number 1 is the consideration of the warrant for 2022 annual town meeting, review and prep for our advisory hearing shortly. Consideration of a vote of ballot questions for the 2022 town election. And I've had a request from Select Board member Paul Durensis if we can amend the agenda to add for a brief discussion about ARPA funds and capital items.
Well, the request I'd like to put on, oh, sorry, is there any more? If the request I'd like to put on hold until Paul's actually in the meeting, because I don't think any of us can speak to it. Is there any further discussion or amendments relative to the agenda?
Oh, I would move we approve the agenda as read, subject to Paul arriving.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor, Jeff?
Aye.
Marianne?
Aye.
And George?
Aye.
I might as well. All right, so are there any open items we wish to discuss prior to the advisories meeting?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Okay, I don't either. And that there.
I think, well, one thing we should usually do discuss is any articles that are sponsored by the select board, who's going to speak on them. I'm happy to speak on the finance director and town administrator articles.
Yeah, that's what I told Steve already you would do.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any others that were.
The other one he asked about was the home rule one. Those are the 3 he wondered about. I knew you do those too. And Mary and I kind of thought you might do the home rule one. I don't know. Do you?
Or is that Paul?
I will not. That has to be Paul because
Okay.
I tried to research that so that I would really be, up on it, and I'm not. It's a complicated question.
Yeah, it is.
Go with it.
And we're really just sort of kicking the ball down the road a little. I think mainly we're just keeping our options open more.
Yeah,
than
but I think Paul can explain that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell Steve.
How about, I'll recognize Heidi in a minute. How about Community Center of Verizon cell tower? Is that Sean or is that someone on this board?
That's Sean, I think will be there for that.
Okay. More
Came
petition.
up only because there was some concern by Jane in advisory that were we seeding something or was it, what was the downside to the town? I think she felt there's a bunch of Verizon, not just the towers, but the access to Verizon to Woodhaven and rights of way, that kind of thing.
And that's the one I can speak to. I can speak to the Verizon to Woodhaven one. The others I just not as familiar with. I remember town council's opinion on them, going like that. Okay, Heidi, do you have something?
Yes, I just want to, the one on the capital stabilization fund, Paul had a lot of good background info on it and what some other towns were doing. So I don't know if you may want his input on that. That's all.
That'd be good.
Honestly, I think that might go consent. Who knows?
We'll see what Steve does.
Yeah, he pulls it together. All right, there is something I'd like to get done before it's not to put my personal needs in, but if there's no further ado, I'd like to at least put this meeting on hold and we'll just reconvene an advisory Zoom. Any objection? Okay, I'll see everyone in about 8 minutes.
8:45. Yep.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys. See you
Is it
soon.
8:45 or 8:30, by the way? Real quick, I have 8:30.
8:45 starts the
45.
advisory hearing.
8:45.
So
Okay,
Diane,
here. Okay.
quick question, Diane. Who's representing town council? Is it what's her, Amanda?
Amanda will be here today.
Yeah. Okay, I just wondering.
Okay, you made me actually state one thing. So Amanda actually late yesterday, I didn't feel as though it was time to put in this agenda, gave me kind of a legal opinion about what is citizens petition. So that's good. I'll actually touch base with her on that there. See if
She'll
she's
be
willing.
here.
Does
Okay.
anyone have an issue if she speaks to it? I know you have not been able to review the opinion, but it basically says that there may be a conflict between the the a requirement of an environmental report as proposed by the citizens position in zoning and the requirement that's in the Board of Health regulations. That's ultimately what it says.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask Amanda to speak to that briefly. Okay. I'll do that. Okay. I'll see people soon.
All right, ciao.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.